About 2 days ago at this point, since you're seeing this video, there is a massive tech outage where a lot of things went down. I'm talking airports, hospitals, and it came to a point where even 911 lines were not working. Now, I live in Arizona, and since this happened, haven't experienced any type of issues or anything like that. My computer and everything running smooth, okay? I'm recording this video right now. Everything is going smooth. Everything's going good here. Now, if you guys don't know what happened, basically a cybersecurity software company, CrowdStrike, released a flawed software update, and it just crashed everything. Everything was crashed. I mean, no one took any flights. As I said, 911 lines were down. I'm talking everything was down, okay, for a little bit. Now, I don't know if it's up by now. I'm pretty sure it's coming back, but I'm pretty sure some stuff is still affected. I have a few questions about this. Number one, how did this even happen, right? Like, did somebody accidentally put in a bad update? Like, how does this come together? Like, how did this even happen, To the person or to the people that made this flawed update, they're fired. I mean, they're fired. They're easily fired. Think about all the businesses that revolve around technology. All of them have to basically close and shut down because of this. And this was a worldwide thing. It happened in Germany, Australia, and I think even here in the United States. I didn't really see anything too much about happening here in the United States, but it said that from this article right here from the New York Times, they said that it first happened in Australia and then Germany and stuff. And the company CrowdStrike is actually from here in Austin, Texas, in the United States. So it seems like they sent out an update and it just crashed everything. And so with that being said, man, it was basically like a purge. I'm not even joking. As I said, 911 lines were not working. Okay, so if you needed any emergency, if you needed emergency surgery, if you needed anything, you couldn't get it. You couldn't get into it at all, which is pretty scary to think about, man. Like, imagine this were to happen, because I'm pretty sure this happened around late at night 2 days ago. So imagine this would have happened during midday, and imagine this happened throughout the entire world, not just a few spots. You know what I mean? Not just a few airports. That would be scary. I mean, we're talking about a full-on purge. Like this right here is the closest thing we will ever get to a real-life purge, because no 911 calls, like no nothing. How would you track anything if everything is just down because of this power outage or this tech outage, server outage, whatever you like to call it? And it just kind of shows as well how reliable the people have been to the internet, how big and powerful the internet really is, man. The internet is such a powerful tool. It is probably the biggest and most powerful tool in the world. I'm not even joking. That's how huge the internet has gotten. Who remembers back in the day, the internet, right? Like, I'm talking early 2010s. It was this cool thing, but mostly people done all their business and stuff like that, by paper, the OG cash registers, and even in schools, like the OG PowerPoint where, I try to put a picture of it, like where it's like a clear paper. And then I remember doing that in some of my classes, but once smartboard came around and once technology actually grew to what it is today, we are so reliant on it. And seeing this whole thing kind of made me realize, like, holy crap, things could get very, very ugly quick if we let our cybersecurity stuff go crazy. If any of our enemy countries out there get into our technology, it could be very, very bad. On some Black Ops 2 Cortus D type stuff, man. Who remembers that mission? This right here just shows how crazy things are and how fast that things can go down south, okay? To the CrowdStrike company, I don't know how you let this happen, okay? I don't know if it was one person or a whole person's doing. I know they're for sure fired by now and everything like that, but that's crazy, man. That's crazy that one flawed update could do this amount of damage and cause all this chaos and confusion, because that's what it basically is, just a bunch of chaos and confusion. Even people at hospitals had to cancel surgeries because of this. Just a lot of the computer systems were just down. So probably even like 24-hour spots were down. Again, I don't know what parts of America it affected, but it personally didn't affect me and anything. I haven't gone to work these past like 2 days. I have a 2-day break right from work, so I don't know if it affected my work. I don't think it did, but for the most part, around the country, around the globe, bro, freaking police stations, that's probably the scariest part for me, is that the 911 lines were down, the police station were down, and also flights too. Imagine you need to get on an emergency flight, you get a phone call that some of your family from across the country is going through a very, very bad heart attack or something, or going through a very, very bad medical emergency, and you want to take a flight as quick as possible to the other side of the country, and you can't do it because of this. Oh man, I guarantee you this caused a lot of stress and stuff like that. People probably had work meetings they had to go to. People had work they got to go. Maybe they're coming back from vacation, right? And they need to go back to work. Just unbelievable stuff here that it made me, as I said, just realize that holy crap, we rely on technology so much that if one thing goes wrong, it could cause a legit chaos and a legit revolution. I'm not even, okay, I want to say revolution, that's insane, but it could cause a legit just wipeout, you know what I mean? Or not a wipeout, but like a legit crazy historical piece, you know, if things start going down, if technology stuff starts going down. Now, I wouldn't say that we should step back on technology, we should not use technology at all. No, technology is the biggest thing out there, and if we learn to master it, if we learn to just build on it, I feel like it could be a really great tool for humanity as a whole. And we could look like 30-40 years from now, technology could play a huge part in day-to-day life, and it does already. So I wouldn't say that we need to take a step back from technology, but we definitely need to learn how to control it better. And for a situation like this, we got to find a solution, because as I said, these things have been going crazy. As I said, businesses closed down, 911s weren't working, they weren't even flying the airports or anything like that. No planes were flying, you know what I mean? So it was really crazy to see that this happened. Like, just a bad update caused all this chaos and destruction. That's it, a bad update. It's not like somebody hacked into it. It's not that this and that happened. It's because of one bad update. That's it. Imagine that, you know? So we got to be more careful. I feel like as a human race, we got to be a little bit more careful when it comes to technology, and we got to find ways to kind of, I'm not saying we need to find a way to use less technology, but we got to find a way to really combat it and have plan Bs for stuff like this. That's just what I think and stuff like that. So that's all I really want to talk about today, man. Just this whole power outage situation, or this whole Microsoft outage, or whatever they're calling it, man, the company and everything like that. I hope they get this fixed soon. I hope everything goes back to normal, and it is going to go back to normal. But with this, hopefully it's a wake-up call for these companies and stuff to have a plan B for these certain situations, because this could happen anytime. Like, again, this happened just randomly. Like, it just happened randomly where things just stopped working. Servers stopped working, and it just caused a lot of chaos and confusion. That even then, the fact that the 911 calls were down, that's probably the scariest thing, right? Because anything could happen and nobody would know. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's videos, it's been your boy Daniel. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.